Hello, this video is looking at financial functions. So financial functions are a part of the syllabus for the ICDL Advanced Spreadsheet software. It uses Excel 2016 to demonstrate, but it can be done with 365, so you can follow it with that. It's not that big a difference. What it's looking at in this area are the PMT function, which calculates repayments if you have a loan. A PV is how much could you afford to, if you've got so much you can afford to pay, and how much you can borrow on that amount. And the FV, the future value. This one calculates an investment. It could be a one-off investment or it could be a monthly investment. What these videos will do is it will take you through of what to look for in an exam, what's going on the worksheet, what's going on in the question, and you will work it out for yourselves of what you need to do in order to meet the question in the exam. For those of us not doing the exam, these are useful. If you're going to get a mortgage, which most of us do end up with, then you can work out your repayments on a mortgage according to interest rates. You could look at see how much, if you've got so much a month you can spare, what size loan you could have. And if you're really, really lucky, you could be investing some money in something. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. Stephanie Toman. Thank you. Okay, so let's open up number 5, financial functions. This one tends to worry people because it says financial functions. We all start getting jittery. If you keep your head, follow the sort of things that I'm talking about, what you're looking for, you will be fine. So here's the different functions that we'd be using. If we go to the first example, the PMT, I've made these quite visual, not too much I hope, but it gives you an idea of what's going on and what to look out for. So this is what is the monthly payment on a loan of £50,000 at the rate of 6%. High interest rate, yeah. What I've done is I've done it visually, as in I've given you the function that you're going to use, which is PMT, monthly function. So let's go into the FX first. And we're not sure what we're using. So I'm going to put monthly payment. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm just trying to find my way. Hey, presto, there it is. So it calculates payment for a loan based on a constant payments and a constant interest rate. Sounds good. So we'll have that one. What I'm doing is going to pop this on top of the one that I've got on the screen. So let's think about this. So we've got a rate, that's obviously interest rate. So I'm going to click on my interest rate. It's monthly, so I need to divide it by 12. It's an interest rate. An interest rate is annual. Okay, so we'll divide it by 12. The number of payments, I need to look and see what the terms are. It's in months already, so I'm fine actually. I can just put in the 360. That's good. The loan amount, the present value is the loan amount. So if I click in there, that's the one that's going to have the E8. Notice that it is a negative function, and PMT is a natural negative function. In other words, you're paying out, so it will be, and that's how it is, okay? And if you do it with a minus in front, because that's where you remember being taught, that's how we were taught to do it, it'll come out as a positive. That's still acceptable in the exam, okay? So let's just cancel that a minute and do it for real. So we need to delete where we're going to put the monthly payment, which is in C12, as it instructs us. I'm going to type in the PMT, because we now know what it is, with an equal sign in the front. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Open bracket, and then it comes up here, or we can go into the FX. Okay. Whoops. There we go. So let's line it up again. Remember, interest rate we knew was there, and we have to divide by 12. terms of payment, number of payments is fine because it's already in months. And the present value, I'm going to leave as it is and do that. And then I get the answer there. So let's just bring it up a little bit. Okay. There's another one we're going to do, PM2 financial function example on the next tab, PM2.1. Okay, things to look at. The sheet will tell you things. The question will give you some information too. What's the monthly payment on a loan? 50,000 at the rate of 6%. So it's pretty much the same question. Our answer's going in here, so I'm going to delete that. I'm using a P&T, double click, go into the FX, let's line it up. Right, so there's my rate. I know I have to divide by 12. Now the payments, I've highlighted that in red, but obviously in the exam it wouldn't be in red. It's years, so we need to think about timesing it by 12 to make it monthly. Present value once again is the same. Okay, and I've got my answer. And obviously the point in this is that if the interest rates go down, let's hope so, it's always good, you can see they go up. Monthly payments. Okay, so that's the point in that. Right, what I'm going to do now is we're going to have a quick look at PV, not really in the exam, as far as I know, but in the syllabus. It's the same idea, and you're using a PV, but your payment, your monthly payment, is the amount you're paying out, so it's a minus. Moving on to the FV, important area covered in the syllabus and exam too. So a future value, an FV, it considers it being a monthly investment or a one-off investment. So you need to be aware of that when you're reading the question. So if you don't get any word monthly in the question, then it's probably a one-off investment. This one's monthly. Find the value of monthly investment of £300 at the rate of 8% over 30 months. It might not say 30 months, it might just say the first bit. So you need to look to the information on the worksheet as part of the question too. So I'm going to put our answer in here. Start typing future value. FX, make our lives easier. So we need to know the rate. We click on the rate. It is monthly, so I'm going to do that. That's already monthly. So we're okay. Payments, monthly payments, they're on here. Yep. But it's a future value investment, so that would have to be a minus because it's a monthly payment of paying out. There is no present value, so then we okay, and we get our answer. If you get an answer coming back that's absolutely ridiculous, then you know that something's not quite right. So your brain is much more important and cleverer than a spreadsheet or a workbook or Excel even. So always trust your gut feeling. Next one we're going to do as an example is your one-off future value investment. So once again, delete the answer there. We know we're using a future value. We're going to get the paste function, bring it up. We've got our rate. Would we divide it by 12? No, it's a one-off investment. We don't have to think about it as a monthly thing. We got 2-year investment. Would we have to times that by 12 or do anything to it? No, it's a one-off investment. Monthly payments, there aren't any. So we could just leave it blank or we could put in a 0. It's entirely up to you. Both work. Present value, the amount being invested. Yes, we do need to do something with that. And if you notice behind, you've got a minus on that because once again, it's paying out. You invested it, paid out. Okay? Okay, that through. And then you'll get the investment of £50,000. Not bad at 8%, but if in the real world, if it was 0.5%, it'd be 50% I put in. So 5% goes down, 1% goes down, and you can start to see the real world coming on. Okay, so that's a one-off investment. So we have look at the question, look at the sheet to see what's going on in all instances, and then use the appropriate function. And remember, particularly on this one, if there is no information on there about a monthly payment, you can just leave it blank. If we look at that in a function, it looks like that. We can put a 0 in, and it still works exactly the same. Okay, so that's financial functions. Not too bad at all, is it?